The next thing I want to mention, the next thing I do collect are manga. I have a pretty decent collection, I believe. I collect Cowboy Bebop. There's One Punch Man. Well, One Punch Man really isn't mine. It's my little brother's. But collect some video game manga as well. The KOF one I have, the manga that I have of KOF, it's not that good, but I have it. I have Samurai Showdown, the manga. It's okay. Yeah, I collect a lot of random manga. But I try to collect the stuff I would actually read, like Ip Man. That's something I would read, and Cowboy Bebop, One Punch Man is something I would read as well. I also collect anime on VHS. Now, they are old school anime from like the early 90s, late 80s. So I have anime like Ip Man 98. Here's this anime called Daisy. I don't know. It's a weird anime. I have Airgize, Fatal Fury, Fatal Fury 1. I have the second Fatal Fury on VHS somewhere. I don't know where that thing went. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. And Fatal Fury, the motion picture, also a VHS that I have lost over time. But I still have the first VHS of the first Fatal Fury. I also have a small DVD collection of anime like Cowboy Bebop, the movie. I have Love Hina, Power Stone, the very first volume, because after the first volume, that anime starts to fall apart. Mega Man, the first season of Mega Man. I would rather have the second season, but both seasons kind of suck. Well, okay, the reason why I bought the Mega Man was because I thought it was going to be good. Now, this was before I had access to the internet. And I was like, oh, Mega Man. I remember as a kid that being so cool. I remember waking up and wanting to wake up every morning to watch that cartoon. But when I actually bought the whole season, it sucked. And I didn't know it was going to suck, but I have it. And you know what? I might watch it. Well, I might watch it tonight. Street Fighter 2V, that anime was okay. Towards the end, it kind of fell apart just due to the funding of the whole anime itself. But it's still a prize in my collection. Aside from my games that are boxed and all my anime and manga, I have games that are way above me that are not boxed. I have UMDs. I mean, they're not out anymore, thank God. They're in a case. They're being protected, and I'm trying to get covers for them, but that's going to take a long time. I also have my Neo Geo Pocket games that are boxed. They're in a clear shell box. I'm trying to print out their covers on like a nice printer so they can have like a really cool looking cover. I know some people use cassette tapes to make Neo Geo Pocket covers, and that is awesome. But I'm trying to have them like a square shaped box, just like matching the Millennium and Coco Jam. Also, I have NES games that are out in the open. Now, these are games that I got over the years since I was a kid. I mean, never had the box. I never thought they would be such a novelty in a collector's collection, but they're here and I like to have them. I like to see them. I still like to play a lot of them, like Ninja Gaiden 2, and I mean, occasionally Swamp Thing is played. I also have Genesis games. You know, I play the living hell out of Genesis games, like Shinobi 3. Sword of Vermilion. Those games are really awesome. Of course, I have SNES games that aren't boxed, and I wish I would have kept all those boxes, but guys, you know what, as a kid, you just don't see it, and you just throw them away, and that's what we did as kids. We just throw away the box and only care about the games, but that's not the case anymore, especially in a perspective of a collector such as myself. I have some rules. Now, on the shelf way above me, like I guess, well, 2 more floors up ahead, I have a Street Fighter 25th Anniversary box collection, which has the soundtrack of Third Strike, Street Fighter 2, and Street Fighter 1. It's all in there. It's pretty cool. Also, I have some Blu-rays, like Sons of Anarchy, My Hero Academia, those 2 movies of My Hero Academia, the complete series of Cowboy Bebop. I have that as well. And of course, guys, I keep a box of everything now. I keep boxes of everything, like my Nintendo Switch, my Switch Lite, the Retron, Genesis. I keep all those boxes now just because 50 years from now I'm gonna say, wow, look at that, Nintendo Switch. I still have the box. And PSP, I still have the box of my PSP 1000. I don't have the PSP 1000 anymore, but I still have the box. And the PSP 3000 that I have, the Metal Gear Peace Walker edition, I still have the actual PSP and I have the box. The PSP has the autograph of Nobuo Uematsu, who is the composer of the Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy from 1 through I think 10. I think after 10 he stopped composing, or he just lifted or he just went somewhere else. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, he was the composer of all of those Final Fantasy games you remember, and I have actually seen him play with his band called Earthbound Papas. They were amazing. Also, I have them on the soundtrack as well, so I guess that can be considered a video game soundtrack because they played Final Fantasy music, but it sounded like really awesome. Alright, okay, now let's go to the game room. Now actually my game room is right in front of me. You are in my game room right now. So the camera is pretty much in my game room. Now, as you can see, it's pretty small. I mean, I have a lot of screens. I have some posters and shirts up. It looks cool, I think. I'm a huge fan of X Japan, so I have a poster of X Japan. And of course, I'm a huge fan of Hide. Now, as you can see in my game room, I have quite a few monitors out on display. I don't use every single one of those. I just have the monitor on top of the B52 amp. I have that just so it could look cool, and so it could be like, oh, I'm in a bat cave. I know that sounds stupid, but it creates an atmosphere for me when I'm playing a game on that huge TV that I have. I mean, it's not really a big TV, but pretty decent size TV that I have. I also have an Apple computer there, and I do use that Apple computer. I go on the internet and I look up walkthroughs if I'm having trouble on an RPG, or if I'm trying to do a fatality on Mortal Kombat. You know, I have the internet. I have it right there. Also, I record on that Mac sometimes when I'm doing bass covers or anything like that. It's being recorded through there. So there's a lot of multiple uses I have for that computer. I also watch DVDs on that computer and listen to music while I work. Also, there's a smaller TV. It's a Sanyo, or I don't know what it's called, but it's an older TV. Only use I have for it is music. I know it's stupid, but like I play music on there through my PSP, and I also play some PlayStation 1 games through my PSP. My PSP is like the only thing that is going through that TV. Also, my consoles that I have out in the open are my Neo Geo AES, of course, Xbox 360, my PlayStation 2, and my Nintendo Switch. Now, as you can see in my game room, I also have my Dreamcast out. It's hooked up to my main TV. 360 is hooked up to the main TV. Yeah, the Retron's there. We play all our old school games. We see that's why they're like this, so we can just pick a game and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna play Crystallis. See, I could just pick it out and be like, oh, Crystallis, let's play it. So yeah, the Retron's there, so we can play all our old school games. We don't have to get any of the old generation consoles out and play them. The Retron does the job, and the cool thing about the Retron is that you can save state and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I have my 360 hooked up, I have the PlayStation 2, Nintendo Switch hooked up to the one TV, and I have the Dreamcast hooked up. And yeah, it was kind of hard to get all that hooked up, but we did it. Now, as you can see, I have my amplifiers out. I do use this space for recording as well. I record guitar and bass. When I do bass covers, I record here. When I do guitar covers, I really never ever do guitar covers, but when I play guitar, I do it here. I use the main TV to record, or to hook up my GPD Win 2, and I record music off of that because I'm always on the go, and I do record music when I'm at other places, but I try to do it here just because I have my amplifier, my bass amplifier here, like my main one, and I have all my pedals, my EQs, everything's here. So I love to record here. It is a game room, but it's also like a recording space for myself. My game room is a place I can just come home to, vent, whether it's through music, whether it's through video games. Guys, this is how I vent, this is how I enjoy myself. It's through video games, it's through music, it's through anime, manga, what have you. It's through all of this right here. This is what calms me down. It's what I live for. I mean, yes, I know I have a life and everything like that. I have a girlfriend, and you know, the cool thing about those people, they support what I have. They don't look down on it. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have a game room and would like to show me, either leave a link below my video or just explain your game room, or shoot me a link through Instagram. I would love to look at it. I always get a kick out of looking at game rooms through Instagram or through YouTube. Alright guys, this is Chris the Pocket Master, and I will see you all in the next one.